Hey everyone, welcome back to Brickhead Barista. Thanks for joining me again. Now, buying retired Lego modulars isn't for everyone. They can be hard to find, and in almost every case, you're going to have to pay a premium to get hold of one in good condition. And you can have a perfectly varied and vibrant Lego city without spending a fortune on sets that Lego no longer make anymore. I've seen plenty of cities out there online with people making them entirely of their own mocks and their own creativity. Now, as you'll know, my city is made up entirely of Lego modulars because I'm not yet that skilled at creating my own, but that will come in time. So I'm looking forward to a time when I can put my own mocks in the city. But for now, it is the Lego modulars that I will be building, and I have been fortunate to find a number of retired modulars that I wanted, and as I said, at a price I was willing and fortunately able to pay. So today we are going to be building, hopefully you can see it, the bank. And this is a building that I think is going to go really, really well into my city, and I'm very much looking forward to having it there. So I'm going to show you the build and give you my thoughts, and then after that we'll come back and see what's next for the city. As you can see behind me, I've got a new table, so we've got a lot more space to add many more modulars and other buildings. So looking forward to filling that space up. But for now, we're going to build the bank, so let's check that out, and I'll see you in a bit. One of the main reasons I decided to get this set was because of the playability and the story that you get with this set. We'll come on to that in a little bit more detail in a minute. Here we have the 5 minifigures that come with the set. We have some bank employees here, the bank manager and a clerk of some kind. And then we have these 3 members of the public here, who I am pretty sure, as we will see in a minute, are involved in a plot to rob the bank. I'm just going to take the roof section off here, and before we have a look at the first floor, if I can, there we go, I just wanted to show you this, which I love, is this little chandelier here. It's been connected in such a way that we can still lie this part of the build down without causing it any damage, so that's clever. And on the first floor of the bank, got a couple of offices here. Our clerk there with his little coffee machine and his computer, and then the bank manager's office to the side there. Don't know if you can see here. Love the door. Very simple. I think the doors and windows to his office are very modern and very cool. And from here we can see down right to the ground floor to where the desks are in the bank. We'll take a look at that now. And here we have the ground floor of the bank. See the little till positions there. And the stairs move out of the way here, just to aid with playability. You have this very cool mechanism here, little safe, which we can open and close, and then you can get in from the top just here. And then next door we have the laundrette here with some washing machines Now, talking about the playability of this set, which was one of the reasons I decided to get it, there are some really cool ideas, which we'll take a look at now. Here we can see some of our friendly members of the public from the ground floor outside the bank are now on the roof showing their true colours as part of a local criminal network about to rob the bank. This chimney stack here goes all the way through each floor of the building. There is a rope piece supplied with the set to attach the minifigures to, but we're not going to use that now. We'll be a little more brutal with these guys. So here we can see criminal number 1 has ended up in the safe with access to all of that money. That's why we need the rope, so that he can get pulled back up again. Now, you need to remember if you are going to use this to open this up beforehand, because as we can see, if we use this section of the chimney here, criminal number 2 can pop down into the safe that way. But if you have this shut, they'll just end up on top of here. So that works pretty well. Now, the second thing I like in terms of playability about this set, in terms of story, is that we've got a laundrette next to the bank, and this is how they do their money laundering at a laundrette. Very amusing. However, I have to admit that I'm a little bit disappointed with this. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I don't know that I'm a middle-aged man and that this might be designed for children, which is why I can't get it to work. However, I'm going to try and demonstrate the problem that I'm having. To access all these features, we need to open up the stairs here and this grate here. And in principle, what you can do is you can feed money into the top right washing machine, and then it will come out into the bottom cabinet there. The only trouble is, with ginormous adult hands, it seems to be next to impossible. So, I appreciate this filming might not be brilliant, but I'm going to give it a go. So I've got some money here, and I can't actually get my hand in. So I can just about... There we go. I've managed to get the money into the washing machine. And then I've got to somehow try and get it out of here. And I can't get my hand in here to do it. So it's a very, very fiddly process. So personally, I'm a bit disappointed with this because I can't use it as it's intended. But that is most likely because I don't have tiny child hands. There is a solution, I think, and that is going to be to make another level so that I can remove this level from here where the grey is in the wall on the side here. So if I make that removable, it will be playable for somebody with larger than child size hands. So that's the issue I'm having with this set. A little bit disappointed with that, but probably to be expected. But it does just look so cool. Let's put it back together and pop it in the city. And here is the bank now placed in the city. I'm really pleased with how this is starting to develop. Putting a building on that side of the road has suddenly changed the way the whole place feels. It's gone from feeling like, or being just a street, to actually starting to feel a bit more like a city. I think this was an excellent choice to add to my city for that reason. And it is a corner modular, so it sits nicely just there. Decided to put criminals on top here in the middle of a heist. But just look at that building. I think the architecture on there looks amazing. It fits in really well with the rest of the place. So that is the bank added into my city. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm really pleased with it. I think certainly from the outside it looks like a fantastic building. I know, if you can see there, the sides are a little bit ugly, but they will get covered when I add more modulars, so that's not too much of an issue. But a beautiful building from the outside, and I'm very pleased to have it in the city. The inside was great, fun build. Lots of interesting things to put together there. As you saw in the video, a little bit tricky if you don't have child-size hands to access the playability features, so there might be a way around that if we put another level in somehow, separate the bricks that way. But other than that, really, really pleased with it. So yeah, that's the city as it stands at the moment. The only issue I have now is that by introducing the bank, I seem to have introduced a little bit of a criminal element into the city. So we need to deal with that. And that is very exciting because it means I can build the police station, which was one of the first modulars that I ever bought. It looks fantastic, so I'm really excited about that. And we can get that into the city because we need some people, some police officers, to deal with our little criminal element that seems to have arrived. So any excuse to build the police station. Looking forward to that. That is going to be coming very, very soon. If there's anything else you'd like to see in the city, do let me know. Any comments or suggestions, please do just put those in the comments below. So I think that's it for now from me. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.